Hello, everyone, and welcome to this enlightening journey on how you can create opportunities for yourself. I once said how to create opportunity for yourself, and today we're going to dive deep into that very idea. Now, you might be wondering, why create your own opportunities? Well, the answer lies in the simple fact that waiting for luck or fortune to favor you is a gamble. But taking proactive steps to generate your own success is a calculated strategy. Imagine you're standing in front of two doors. One says wait and hope, the other says act and achieve. Which one would you choose? The choice, my friends, should always be act and achieve. Because opportunities are often disguised as hard work, and the best way to predict the future is to create it. Creating opportunities requires a shift in mindset. It's about understanding that within you lies enormous potential and vision. The future you desire, and break it down into actionable steps. The journey to creating opportunities is like planting a seed. You can't just leave it and hope it grows into a harvest. You need to nurture and give it the right conditions to flourish. So what are these steps? First, it begins with self-education and awareness. Be a student of the world. Learn from every situation, every encounter. Seek knowledge tirelessly. Next, it's about taking responsibility for where you are. Accepting your current reality empowers you to change it, because what you tolerate persists. If you don't like where you are, move. You're not a tree. Finally, be prepared to face and overcome challenges. Obstacles are opportunities in disguise. They test our commitment to our goals. As we continue, remember that every small action you take builds up to bigger opportunities. And throughout this podcast, we will explore these ideas further, bringing clarity and actionable insights. Thank you for joining me in this first pivotal section of our discussion. Stay with us as we journey further into this insightful dialogue. Well, I remember a time early in my career when I was just getting started in the world of business. I was juggling a few jobs, barely making ends meet. And frankly, I was at a crossroads. It felt as though every door I tried to open was firmly shut, and opportunities seemed non-existent. This period was pivotal for me because it taught me one of life's most valuable lessons. That opportunities don't just happen, you create them. I realized that waiting around for something to change was not going to improve my situation. I decided to embrace change and develop myself. I began to study, seeking out mentors and learning through books and seminars. I took to heart the idea that success wasn't something I had to chase. It was something I needed to attract by becoming an attractive person. Looking back, those challenges were actually seeds of opportunity. They forced me to grow, to become more than I was. Each time I overcame an obstacle, a new opportunity presented itself. The most crucial steps I took were setting goals, cultivating discipline, and above all, maintaining a positive outlook despite the difficulties. The bigger the challenge seemed at the time, the greater the opportunity it eventually unveiled. Remember, it's not about avoiding challenges. It's about transforming them. With every challenge, there's the chance to learn something new, to hone your skills and deepen your resolve. That is where you find true opportunity from these experiences. I cultivated my belief that it's not the blowing of the wind, but the set of the sail that determines our direction. I set my sails towards growth and seize every opportunity that comes my way. And that's the mindset I encourage everyone to have. I understood that every day I have the choice to be proactive about creating opportunities. It became clear that seizing opportunities required more than just hard work. It demanded foresight, readiness, and the courage to step into the unknown. Fear of failure often holds us back from seizing new opportunities. We must remember that failure is not the end, but a stepping stone to success. For many, the lack of resources is an apparent obstacle. However, resourcefulness is key. Start with what you have, however small it may seem, and work towards growing it. Self-doubt is another challenge. We doubt our capabilities, fearing if we are good enough. Believing in oneself and taking that first step is crucial. It's important to recognize these challenges, as acknowledging them is the first step towards overcoming them. Awareness creates a desire to change. Think about what you could achieve if these obstacles were removed. Often the answer is closer than we think. Every opportunity lies beyond these barriers. By confronting them, you pave the way for a more fulfilling path. Our attitude towards these challenges can change everything. A shift in perception from seeing them as barriers to viewing them as potential growth points is vital. Let me share a moment with you that transformed everything for me. It was a turning point, a shift from complacency to determination. You see, I realized that no one was coming to hand me the life I wanted. I had to take the reins of my own destiny. In that moment, I asked myself, what do I need to change? What actions can I take today to steer my course toward the future I envision? It dawned on me that every great success story begins with a decision, often a simple one, to do things differently. I started with small steps because big achievements start with the small things. Building habits, setting goals, and taking action became my mantra. I realized that if you wait for the right opportunity, you might just wait forever. Instead, you must create opportunities by taking action, even if it's one small step at a time. The obstacles were plenty, no doubt. But every challenge was a chance to learn, a chance to grow. They taught me resilience, they taught me persistence. And so, with each obstacle, I grew stronger, more determined. These realizations became my fuel, propelling me forward on my journey. It's simple, really. Life doesn't get better by chance. It gets better by change. That was the catalyst for me. Understanding that action is the foundational key to all success. The great philosopher Socrates once said, "The unexamined life is not worth living." In creating opportunities for ourselves, it's crucial to engage in relentless personal development. Many people don't realize that personal growth is the foundation on which opportunities are built. It's crucial that we understand the importance of proactive behavior. Waiting for opportunities to knock can be a waste of precious time. Instead, we must be out there knocking on those doors ourselves, creating our own destiny. I believe one of the challenges many face is complacency, the tendency to remain stagnant rather than striving to progress. It's this comfort zone that stifles growth and prevents new opportunities from emerging. Now, personal development isn't something that just happens. It's a rigorous and intentional process. We must commit to learning, growing, and evolving every day. Start small, but be consistent, and soon you'll see the opportunities unfold before you. Another aspect is gathering knowledge. As we expand our learning, we increase the chances of spotting opportunities that others might miss. Fill your life with books, experiences, and mentors who can offer different perspectives. And let's not forget the importance of communication. Become an expert in expressing yourself clearly. It's about making connections with others, which often leads to opportunities you wouldn't have imagined. In essence, creating opportunities is about transforming yourself into a person who is ready and able to seize them as they arise. It's an active, ongoing process of self-improvement, leveraging our skills, knowledge, and network. So as we continue this journey, remember that every little step counts. Each small advancement is preparation for the opportunity that will eventually emerge. Success is not to be pursued. It is to be attracted by the person you become. This starts with establishing your goals, those vivid pictures of what you wish to accomplish. When you're thinking about creating opportunities, the first thing you need is a map. The map, in this case, is your set of goals. They give you both a direction and a strong motive to rise every day with purpose. Start with clear, tangible goals. It's essential to identify not just what, but why you want to achieve these objectives. Reflect on the deeper reasons behind your ambitions and how they align with your personal values. Consider breaking your big goals into smaller, actionable steps. This prevents feeling overwhelmed and ensures you can celebrate the small victories which propel you forward. Goals act as a guide, but they also need to be adaptable. As you progress, reevaluate, new experiences and insights can refine and sometimes redirect your priorities. Every goal should challenge you. Growth is uncomfortable, but it's what turns potential opportunity into real outcomes. Each step pushes you to stretch, adapt, and innovate. Remember, setting goals isn't just about what you achieve, but who you become along the journey. Engage fully with your ambitions, and the opportunities will naturally begin to unfold. Now, as we transition from setting our goals into actually taking action towards them, there's a fundamental element that acts as a bridge between where you are now and where your dreams reside: skills. Remember my philosophy, formal education will make you a living Self-education will make you a fortune. The key to creating opportunities for yourself is not merely to wish for them, but to be prepared for them. Developing skills is crucial, and it's not just about picking up random abilities. You need to focus on skills that are relevant, those that align with your objectives and ambitions. Whether it's advancing in your current career, starting a new venture, or transforming a personal hobby into a profession, honing the right skills can set you apart. One challenge many face is not knowing where to begin. The trick is to start small and build gradually. Let me illustrate with an example. If you want to excel in communication, start practicing with written forms, then move to speaking and eventually public presentations. Breaking down skills into manageable steps makes the learning process less daunting and more achievable. Also, don't be afraid of failing while learning something new. I believe that failure is an essential part of the growth process. It's through repeated failure and immediate feedback that we refine our skills and gain the proficiency needed to stand out. Use each misstep as a stepping stone towards mastering that particular skill. Incorporate consistency into your learning process. I always tell people to work harder on themselves than they do on their jobs. If you dedicate an hour a day to learning a new skill, in a month you'll have invested 30 hours. Imagine the progress in a year. This persistent effort ultimately equips you to seize the right opportunity when it knocks. Lastly, stay curious and continually seek knowledge. The world is ever evolving, and so should your skill set. Read books, take courses, engage in workshops, and never stop learning. The more skills you acquire, the more doors of opportunity will open and stay open to you as we focus on building skills. Think of it as assembling your toolkit. Each skill is a tool, and the more tools you have, the better prepared you'll be for the challenges ahead. Let's keep this momentum going as we prepare for our next discussion, which will involve connecting with others and expanding your network. But before that, ensure you're deliberately equipping yourself with the necessary skills. As we move forward from building skills, we enter the realm of networking. This is where the magic happens. You've heard it before, your network is your net worth. But what does that really mean? Well, it's about surrounding yourself with individuals who not only support you, but also challenge and inspire you. People who will elevate your thinking and open doors to opportunities you might not even see yet. This isn't just about mingling at social events. True networking is about adding value to others, creating mutually beneficial relationships, and consistently nurturing these connections. One of the biggest challenges people face is the fear of reaching out. What if they say no? What if they don't have time for me? But networking is an investment. It requires courage and time. Think about those who influence you the most. Reach out to the professionals, mentors, and peers who resonate with your goals. Offer your skills, your insights, or simply show appreciation for their work. Here's a piece of wisdom. You don't have to know everything. You just need to know the people who do. Leverage your connections to learn from others' experiences and expand your horizons. Remember, the purpose of networking isn't just to climb a ladder. It's to build a community, a support system of ambitious and motivated individuals who help each other thrive. In your journey of creating opportunities, it's these connections that will often provide the catalyst to take that next step. They pave the way, offer resources, and present possibilities you haven't considered. Cultivate your network with authenticity and intention. It's a continuous process, and just like any relationship, it evolves and deepens over time. As we delve further into this journey, remember that networking is more than a business strategy. It's a principle of life. Consciously choose the company you keep, for they're both your mirror and your path to opportunity. When we talk about creating opportunities for ourselves, one of the most pivotal elements is taking action. As I always say, it is the set of the sails, not the direction of the wind, that determines which way we will go. This means that while external factors can influence us, the actions we choose to take are ultimately what guide us toward our goals. Now, it's crucial to understand that taking action doesn't mean just any action, but calculated and precise steps. We must weigh the risks and benefits of each decision we make, consider taking a bold step like starting a new project or learning a new skill. It's through these courageous moves that we bring new opportunities into our lives. for many. The biggest challenge is overcoming inertia, the tendency to do nothing or to remain unchanged. But remember, success is not to be pursued. It is to be attracted by the person we become. By taking deliberate and calculated actions, we transform ourselves and our circumstances. Think about the emotional turning points in your own journey. Maybe you faced a moment of doubt or fear. We all do. However, rather than shying away or pausing, those are the moments when choosing to act makes all the difference. This courage to step forward is what separates the seekers from the achievers. To resolve our inner conflicts about taking action, we must educate ourselves. As I often quote, formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. Equip yourself with knowledge and tools to make informed decisions, and taking action becomes less daunting. Ultimately, the growth and development we experience by taking action prepare us for greater challenges and opportunities ahead. We must embrace this journey, knowing that each step, each calculated risk, molds us into leaders of our destinies. Persistence is the key to unlocking opportunities. As I've always said, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines practiced every day. This means that what you do day in and day out matters. It's about sticking with it, even when the going gets tough. I remember the early days of my career when nothing seemed to go right. The sales weren't coming in. The rejections were numerous, and it felt like I was walking uphill with lead shoes. But I knew that if I just kept at it, something had to give. Consider the bamboo tree. It doesn't grow tall overnight. For the first few years, it barely shows any growth, but then suddenly it shoots up. That's a perfect metaphor for persistence. Every effort compounds, and if you continue to nurture your dreams and projects with determination, they'll eventually shoot up too. There are countless stories of successful individuals who faced obstacle after obstacle, but what made them stand out was their persistence. Take Thomas Edison, who famously said, he didn't fail 1,000 times, but rather found 1,000 ways that didn't work. It's this tenacity that ultimately leads to breakthroughs. We often give up too easily because we don't get immediate results. But remember, persistence is what will pull you through the dry spells. Keep asking, what can I do to improve even marginally every single day? And then commit to doing it. Aligning persistence with a clear vision is crucial. You must be persistent with the right things, those that align with your ultimate goals. Otherwise, you might end up clawing your way up the wrong mountain. This isn't to say it will be easy. No worthwhile journey ever is. You will face disappointments. It's guaranteed. But your vision and persistence will act as the guiding stars that keep you on course. Ultimately, persistence is about mastering the mundane. Doing what's necessary even when you don't feel like it. It's the marriage of patience and grit, working together to create opportunities that were once invisible. As we move from persistence into exploring the turning points in our next discussion, let's keep in mind that every act of steadfastness we perform today might very well be laying the groundwork for tomorrow's breakthroughs. It's this cumulative effect of perseverance that's a real game changer. So even if progress is slow or setbacks increase, if it feels relentless, remember that persistence is about the long game. And in that long game, you're always laying bricks for your future success. As we've journeyed through the steps to create opportunities for ourselves, here's a point in my life that marked a crucial turning point. Imagine this. After years of dedication and unwavering belief in the principles of discipline, consistency, and personal growth, I found myself standing at the cusp of a discovery that would reshape my destiny. You see, the moment came when a business venture that seemed like a mere fleeting possibility turned into a solid reality. Up until that point, I had invested my time and energy into building relationships and enhancing my skills, all while staying true to the fundamental laws of success. But this particular opportunity seemed daunting, even out of reach. Yet what truly propelled everything forward was having the courage to seize the opportunity despite the fear of failure. It was the amalgamation of being prepared and daring enough to grasp what was in front of me. I recall thinking, what if this is the moment that leads to everything I've envisioned? That question became my push toward an unconventional decision. From this pivotal moment, doors began to open like never before. The fear transformed into a challenge which turned into a victory, for it brought with it the realization that everything I had been striving toward was connected in an intricate pattern. Suddenly, the efforts weren't just background noise. They were the structure leading up to this breakthrough. Here lies the beauty of creating opportunities. They often arrive when you least expect, but only when you're truly prepared to recognize them. I learned to align my daily actions with my long-term goals. This alignment wasn't just critical. It was transformative, guiding me from uncertainty to a path defined by clarity and purpose. As you reflect on your journey, just remember this. Every effort you make is a building block. Sometimes it's that single turn, that pivotal decision that has the power to redefine your trajectory. This wasn't just a breakthrough. It was the turning point that reminded me why patience, preparation, and action are key. As we delve into how I've resolved past obstacles using my philosophy, it's important to focus on consistency and discipline. The challenges we face in life often seem insurmountable, but they invariably hold within them the seeds of opportunity. Take, for example, the conflicts I encountered early in my career. I was overwhelmed with self-doubt and lacked direction. However, by steadfastly committing to my goals and altering my habits, I gradually overcame these hurdles. The first step was to change my thinking patterns. Our mind is our most valuable asset, influencing our behaviors and decisions, and thus the opportunities we encounter. By reshaping my mindset towards positivity and growth, I opened doors that were previously invisible. Next, I focused on enhancing my skills. Whether it was reading, attending seminars, or finding mentors, I made sure to learn and grow constantly. This initiative not only equipped me with the tools needed to tackle problems, but also made me more desirable in the marketplace. Additionally, practicing patience was imperative. Opportunities often come disguised as challenges, and it takes time and persistence to recognize and seize them. Patience played a crucial role in ensuring I stayed the course and didn't abandon my pursuits when results were not immediate. Ultimately, by staying committed, adjusting my strategies when needed, and maintaining a relentless drive towards improvement, I turned challenges into stepping stones. This process resolved many conflicts and led to achievements I once thought impossible. Remember, every resolved conflict strengthens your ability to tackle the next one. Each success builds momentum and confidence, transforming you into someone who not only finds opportunities, but creates them. Let me tell you a story from my own life. There was a time when I found myself in a situation that seemed like a dead end. My market had dried up, and it felt like everything I had worked for was crumbling around me. But it was in that very moment, amidst the chaos, I understood the true essence of creating opportunities within adversity. See, the challenges we face often conceal the most profound lessons and the richest opportunities. The key is in shifting our perspective. Instead of succumbing to the pressure, I decided to undertake a mental paradigm shift. I asked myself, what can I learn from this? How can I turn this setback into a stepping stone? And that's what I want to share with all of you today. Firstly, don't just focus on what's going wrong. Look for what's possible. When everything seems to be falling apart, that's when you need to focus on what you can build. I began to explore new markets and avenues that I hadn't considered before. This required a lot of courage and a willingness to start from scratch, but it also led to exciting new ventures. Next, think about the skills and lessons you can take away from the adversity. In every setback, there's an opportunity to learn something new. It might be a skill you picked up while navigating the challenge, or a deeper self-knowledge of what you're truly capable of. For me, it was about learning patience and resilience. Finally, use adversity to fuel your determination. Remind yourself why you started in the first place. I remember focusing intensely on my goals during that period and allowing my struggles to feed my hunger for success rather than stifling my spirit. Throughout it all, maintain a positive mindset. The mindset you adopt when facing adversity will determine how you emerge from it. Remember, the biggest opportunities often arise from the very situations that test us the most. As you digest these insights and reflect on your own experiences, think about how you can apply this transformational approach. Adversity isn't just something to endure. It's a canvas for new opportunities and a nudge toward innovation and growth. Reflecting on my own journey, I must say that the path to personal development and growth often begins with that first crucial step of creating your own opportunities. When I started out, I faced many challenges and uncertainties. It was tempting to wait for someone else to provide me with a chance, but as I matured, I realized the importance of taking initiative and making things happen myself. Each opportunity I created for myself became a stepping stone, teaching me invaluable lessons that contributed greatly to my personal growth. I learned that sometimes opportunities don't just come along, you have to build them. For instance, one of the pivotal changes in my life was deciding to proactively seek out mentors and surround myself with successful individuals. This not only expanded my knowledge, but also pushed me to set higher goals and continue improving. Growth isn't always comfortable. You will face resistance both internally and externally. However, it's within these moments of struggle that the seeds of transformation are planted. And with persistence, they eventually blossom into significant personal advancement. Another key aspect is self-reflection. An honest assessment of my strengths and weaknesses guided me in making informed decisions about where to focus my efforts and how to capitalize on my strengths while improving my weaknesses. Moreover, embracing change and innovation played a critical role. The world is constantly changing, and those who are willing to adapt and evolve with it often find themselves with more opportunities. It's about being open to new ideas and being willing to step out of your comfort zone. To truly grow, you must also commit to lifelong learning. The more you learn, the more you can achieve. It opens doors you never realized even existed and gives you the tools to create new opportunities. So as we transition to the next discussions, remember, personal growth and development are a continuous journey. With each opportunity you seize or create, you not only advance closer to your goals, but you also develop a deeper understanding of yourself and your capacities. And with that understanding comes empowerment. The empowerment to continue creating and seizing opportunities, to keep pushing the boundaries of what you thought possible, and to evolve into a greater version of yourself. Now that we've discussed growth and development, let's turn our focus to the essence of taking proactive steps to create opportunities for ourselves. One of my favorite quotes that captures this mindset is, "Don't wish it were easier, wish you were better." This is crucial because it emphasizes the importance of personal responsibility in seeking out and crafting your own opportunities. Creating opportunities starts with recognizing where you are and where you want it to be. It's about setting clear goals and progressively moving towards them without waiting for luck or favorable conditions. The first step is preparation. Get yourself ready by acquiring the necessary knowledge and skills. As you prepare, you'll notice that the act of preparing itself opens up new horizons. Next, take action even in the face of uncertainty. Opportunity often presents itself in unexpected ways and at unexpected times. Waiting can sometimes mean missing the chance altogether. It is during the action phase that challenges will arise. These challenges aren't meant to deter you, but to help you grow stronger and more adept. Use them as stepping stones. Reflect on your experiences to glean lessons and insights. This reflection often reveals new avenues for opportunities that weren't visible before. Remember to adapt to your circumstances. Flexibility remains an invaluable asset as the environment changes. Your capacity to adjust can create the very opportunities you seek. In closing, don't just aspire to take charge of what's possible. Devote yourself to it. By doing so, you transition from merely being a participant to being a creator of opportunities. Understand that the power to initiate change and create your own path lies within you. With this realization, you hold the key to unlimited potential and transformation. It's this self-empowerment that not only brings about personal success, but also inspires those around you to chase their dreams. And wrap up our conversation, carry this wisdom forward. Life doesn't merely happen to you. It unfolds according to the actions you decide to take. Make each step count.